Hi friends, this is Kristen from the Pros and Cons team, and I'm really excited to talk to you about the pros and cons of doing freezer meals. So this last Saturday I did so many freezer meals. We're expecting our second little one, and I was like, okay, I want to have our freezer stocked with as many freezer meals as I can, and we still have space, but I'm working on it. So I did tons of pizza crust, I did some corn dogs, I did some chicken for tikka masala, we did some chicken for some salads, and it was a lot of work. So to start off with a con, it is a lot of work up front. Also, it can make just a huge mess in your kitchen right up front. It took me forever to clean up our kitchen after I had been making all this food. And so that is a definite con. But the pro of it is that when the baby comes, I have all these backup meals. I don't need to feel like, oh, we need to order takeout, or we need to get all this food that's less healthy. Not saying that corn dogs are very healthy, but they're baked, so they're a little bit healthier. But like, we don't need to get all this food that isn't as healthy, or that I don't know exactly what's in it. Another thing is it's way cheaper because to buy all that food would have cost a lot of money to buy it already made, but it saves a ton of time. Another great thing about freezer meals is you spend the time up front, but it takes less time than it would have. So if I were just to make a normal meal that was not going to be freezer meal, I would have made less of it. So I still would have had all the mess, but it would have been less food. So it's nice because then I can make about the same amount of mess and have more food as an outcome and save it. A con, however, is that you have to have like freezer containers or bags, and that can be really frustrating sometimes, because you may like find that your food gets freezer burnt if it's not in the right containers, or you can forget about food if it's not well organized, and it gets just pushed around and it just goes to waste because it just turns nasty with freezer burn. So that's something is, if you make the freezer meals, you have to be committed to eat the freezer meals so that they don't go to waste. Another thing that is a con with freezer meals is finding the space. So I only have a small, like the freezer that comes with the fridge. It's way more helpful if you have a stand-up freezer or a box, like a chest freezer. But that is a definite con, is you need freezer space to be able to do freezer meals. So if your freezer is full, that kind of limits you to what freezer meals you can do. So these are some of the pros and cons that I've thought of. If there are additional pros and cons that you would like to add, please leave them in the comments below. Also, you can check out more pros and cons linked in the description below. I hope you have a great day. Bye.